Hi, this is Ciano-Hendricks with this session of Selling Ohio. And today we're going to talk about something that is in high demand. A lot of my clients love talking about this. I know when I'm showing a home too, they're always about the kitchen. I mean, that is the center, that is a staple of any home is the kitchen. I know myself, we entertain a lot, and no matter what we do or where everything is situated, it seems like people congregate right there. So it's definitely the hot spot of any home. I know my kids do their homework there, eat dinner together with family, entertain. So I want to talk a little bit about kitchen remodeling. Now this is going to be a little bit of a teaser because we're going to have to come back in a couple months too and talk to the interior designer. He is not here today. Sorry about the background noise, we'll just go through it, chug along. But we're going to talk in a couple months with an interior designer to go more in depth about design and how to remodel your entire kitchen. But today I wanted to go over the fun part. Come out to Lowe's and just look. There is so many fun options to choose. So I recommend kind of getting your style, go on Pinterest. I know I'm constantly, if you're on my Pinterest, pinning ideas and fun new things. And sorry, let's try to talk loud. I am loud though, right? Different ideas. So with the cabinets, I know white cabinets right now are the hot color. That is what everyone wants, is a white cabinet. But again, it's really up to your taste and what you want to do. Now, a lot of colors are in too right now. Gray is the new taupe. I've been telling everyone, gray is hot, hot, hot. Whether it's a wall color, cabinet colors, and flooring covers, backsplash, that is the new color. So definitely stick right now with the grays. That is definitely in. The nice thing about the grays too, it's extremely clean, simplistic, and classic, okay? Now if you're really nervous though, there's tons of different cabinet colors, cabinet spaces. These right here are more of the, like this is like a mission style, where it has the creases. It's not just a nice, soft, solid, smooth surface. So really that would be the first step, is pick what kind of cabinet door you want. Do you want something more ornate? Do you want a crease in it? Do you want some texture to it? Or do you want just a solid, smooth surface? That's really the first step, and really that's on you. The second thing too, and we're going to go over in a little bit, some hardware. Do you want hardware or do you not want hardware? This is a battle in my family. I am extremely, extremely clean line, simplistic. I don't like personally hardware, but I think it's beautiful on other homes, so you just have to decide what your style is and make sure it's an easy open door then if it doesn't have hardware on it. These are some great colors. You can see the grays, the blacks, the whites. One of the new things that's happening right now is you don't have to match. You don't have to match. I know that sounds crazy, but especially with an island piece, if you have an island, you can pick a different color cabinet for that island versus all of your counters. So again, picture the beautiful white cabinets with a nice gray bottom island. It's gonna look gorgeous, and it's going to pop it and offset it, especially if we're gonna go with whites and grays. You want a little bit of pop of color. Now, let's say right now that you necessarily don't want to spend the money for new cabinets. There is special paint. So right now, if you're on a budget or don't want to do a full cabinet remodel, you can actually paint your entire kitchen cabinets. Now make sure though, I've seen this happen a lot of times where people don't choose the right paint that is meant for that, because a lot of these have a lacquer on them, or don't do it the right way, or they don't take the cabinets off because they just unscrew. And a certain paint, if it's not the correct paint, will chip, peel, and you don't want that. If you are a good painter, I'm not at all, but there are people out there too that specialize in refacing cabinets, and it can definitely save you a lot of money. So now we're going to talk about countertops. Countertops can completely change an entire look of a home. So let's say maybe budget-wise, you don't want to do new cabinets. If you can finagle the paint somehow or get someone to come and do it for you, help and do it properly. If you want to choose maybe one thing, a countertop is a great way to honestly just change the look. So there's so many different surfaces. There's quartz, there's granite, marble surfaces. So it really depends on your taste and what you want. My recommendation though, if you're planning on staying there for a long time and it's your forever home, then go ahead, choose your style, choose what you love. If you're not though, if you're like me, the real estate agent who moves constantly, you want to go with classic pieces that are good for resale because it is expensive. You know, it's not a inexpensive item to do, but there's so many different things. Again, come on out and look at all the different samples. The great thing though is there's these little tiny samples, so you can actually walk around and you can hold it up to a cabinet so you can see exactly what it looks like next to a cabinet. So there's all these great little nice pieces, and again, these are some of the hot colors right now, the whites and the grays. If you want a little bit of the darkness in it, you can put a little bit of the dark grays and blacks through there. But I love this because you can walk around, just play around and see which one goes well. In addition, you know, here's some quartz, granite, this entire wall, and even behind me is anything you can possibly imagine as far as the granite selection. So we're going to go ahead and go over a little bit of hardware next. So on my way, walking to the hardware, I forgot to mention another countertop that I wanted to talk to you about. Let's say that granite or quartz just may not be in the cards right now. Maybe budget-wise, that's just not the option for you. The other option is a hard surface for mica. That is a significant amount less. It's about a quarter of the cost. And those colors and designs have come a long way. So there are so many to choose from if you just want to, you know, resurface or give it a fresh look. You know, again, if it's a tight budget, you know, get some great paint that's meant for cabinets, get for mica tops, new hardware, and that really can change an entire look of your kitchen on a budget. But as you can see, there is so much to choose from, all these different colors to go off of, and I just kind of wanted to grab, wow, let's see here, I think I'm going to grab, I have short problems, so I can't reach that one, right? Even in heels, that is an issue that I have. I'm going to grab this one right here. So this is an actual Formica piece, but as you can see next to the granite, it really looks a lot like granite. Sometimes it's even hard. Even in photos, I know when I'm looking through houses, if I'm from someone, you really almost have to read the details sometimes because it does photograph gorgeously and it matches up really good. So we are now gonna go to hardware. So we're going to be walking over the hardware, but before we walk, I just kind of want to pan in on this Formica piece. As you can see, I mean, it's gorgeous, and it's really hard to tell, you know, that it is Formica. So again, it's about a quarter of the cost, a lot of different options, and you can really transform an entire room. Hardware, just going to go over a little bit. Hardware can really change it. That's one thing that I always tell people, or I know when I've done my flips in the past, you can make a kitchen cabinet or a vanity look completely different by just changing the hardware. They have a lot to choose from here. My recommendation though is go to Habitat store, you know, Lowe's, like we are in Lowe's right now, Home Depot, any of those, like Building 9, any of those type of places will definitely have a lot of hardware selections. So we're going to go around and just see a couple of different of the kitchen designs now. So Lowe's is extremely deceiving. There are so many different kitchen setups. I recommend coming again, like I said, walk around, but there's a lot that are preset for you. So let's say you're having a hard time kind of thinking of a design, or maybe you couldn't find anything, just walk around. There's all these little tiny mini kitchens, as you can see, whether it's, you know, maple finish that you're looking for, or color, or hardwood, or dark wood. There's so many different options. So I'm just going to take you, as we're wrapping it up, through a couple different of their designs that are preset. This is a nice kind of antique farm look, so if you want that white cabinet, and I know that modern farmhouse is completely in. And then too, like, do you want a front door that shows your panels? If you have any dishes you want to be shown, or maybe anything special, or a nice china or whatnot. But these are easy. With any kitchen, you really can order a door with glass in it. This is a nice big deep farm sink too. And then behind us over here is a dark cabinet option for those of you who want the dark wood and don't like the lighter colored wood. This again is a great option. This has a lot of the knotted wood in it to give it that rustic, distressed farmhouse feel. So we're gonna wrap it up with one more kitchen I want to show you, and we'll go on over there now. So the last thing I want to talk to you guys about before I wrap up this section on kitchens is built-in. So if you're completely doing a whole nother remodel, now's the time to think about, do you want built-ins, whether it's an oven or a wine fridge. I know myself, if you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, my husband and I were here one night, found a wine fridge that we absolutely loved. It was clearance. We were so excited. And we were able to, even though we didn't have the room to put that in, we had a carpenter come out. It was really inexpensive to cut out the space for our wine fridge that we wanted in our butler's pantry. So super excited about that. So if you want to add something and your cabinets are already fixated, you can call in a great carpenter to fit one right in. Or if not, the other option is when you're completely doing the remodel, think about built-ins. Again, whether it's a wine fridge over here or a standard like stainless little fridge. This is adorable. I love this. It's tiny, I know, but this is just a tiny little dishwasher, little drawer dishwasher, great for glasses, wine, butler's pantries. So there's a lot of different options that you can do. But thank you again for joining me on this session. As always, Anna Selling Ohio on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Follow me, like my page, share it. Tell me what you want to see. Anna out here selling Ohio.